Our minds are overtaxed with problems, both personal and collective, that seem insoluble. They're stretched thin by threats, real or imagined, wrestling through a forest of half-truths, misinformation, and contradictions. What recourse do we have? You have to work harder, our thoughts insist. Thoughts that have been trained to equate results with hours and strain. Relaxing and trusting, that's magical thinking. Only effort and sweat can manifest what you want. The wall's not going to give unless you keep pushing against it. Plan, strategize, unravel the secret code that will allow you to hack reality. That's the rational approach to living. And yet, the more we push, the more we exhaust ourselves trying to reach our goals. Logic demands a kind of certainty that's always just beyond reach. Forgetting its own source, it keeps circling back to the modality that it understands. Effort. Push harder. The wisdom of dreams and the gentle nudges of intuition, the voices of our inner guidance, feel irrelevant, naive, detached from reality. What if they're actually signs demarking the path to a breakthrough? Once, when I was caught in the midst of that struggle between efforting and trusting the inner guidance of Source, I had the following dream. A lot of commotion had been stirred up in a small logging town. Somehow, I knew it was Aberdeen, Washington. A package had arrived, containing a priceless treasure, and no one knew where it came from. The media descended on the town, frantic with their microphones and headlines, trying to get to the bottom of the mystery. A trucker was interviewed. "All we've got here are trees," he insisted. "There's no way something this valuable came out of here." Upon waking, I associated Aberdeen with Nirvana and noticed the parallel at once. Here was a band that emerged seemingly from out of nowhere and turned the musical world on its head. And Kurt Cobain's ability to connect with his audience through words and music really was a treasure beyond price. The dream reminded me of something my reasoning mind doesn't like to admit. The fulfillment of any aspiration is a magical event. It can't be reduced to a series of logical steps. The media crew will never be able to trace the origins of the precious delivery because it springs from the magic of consciousness itself. Those reporters are our minds examining every unexpected arrival, looking for explanations. Logic wants to get to the bottom of it, but the treasure can't be explained. Like ourselves, it has an unseen source. We aren't taught to see ourselves as creators of our reality. We learn that the way to make life work is to wrestle with it until it submits. What else can we do in a supposedly mechanical universe without soul or significance? And yet our brains can be confronted by phenomena they can't explain from that framework, like a priceless treasure in a poor logging town, or the emergence of the world's biggest band from out of nowhere. Events that seem impossible from the standpoint of reason. Our joys and victories, as well as our disasters and sorrows, originate within us. This is the essence of the magic that much of humanity has learned to dismiss. In The Magical Approach by Jane Roberts, the entity known as Seth argues that, rather than trying to alter our reality through willpower, we do so by utilizing our creative energy and shifting fundamental beliefs that might be blocking our way. True creativity, he says, comes from enjoying the moments, which then fulfill themselves. And a part of the creative process is indeed the art of relaxation, the letting go, for that triggers magical activity. Desire is action. In the inner world, your desires bring about their own fulfillment effortlessly. Relaxing and trusting the unseen source opens us to the possibility of that magic and letting it touch our lives. We realize that, though the way it works often can't be explained, we can still rely upon it. The egregious effects of the effort versus trust mentality are everywhere in our modern civilizations. In my novel, Ophia's Sister Soul, my heroine urges her people to renounce the ruling body that controls them through force and fear by reminding them of their inner power. Can any sane argument be raised in favor of our ability to usurp the very forces of life? But we who congregate here and are inspired to awaken know that miracles can occur even when the elements needed for their fulfillment seem not at hand. We change our beliefs about what's possible, and new doors open. Our hearts are connected with the soul of Ophia, and so our healing is the world's healing. Those moments when we trust the unseen source of life feel like that priceless package arriving in the logging town. They don't prove anything to the media crew. They don't answer the mind's demand for a mechanical explanation. They may not hand us a step-by-step blueprint, but they'll speak in a language our hearts resonate with. Humanity is embarked upon a night sea journey to an undiscovered country. Only the heart's GPS guides us true. It reminds us that the treasure does not always arrive in the packaging the mind expects. The unseen source can't always be traced or explained, but we can feel it and learn to lean on it when we've reached the limits of what our minds can comprehend.